Hello, my name is Jimmy and welcome to the 2024 Mercedes Benz GLE. Unlike European countries where they had the 350e and 350de, which is their version of the plug-in hybrid, we never got those. This, the 450e, is brand new. And what's good about it is 77 kilometers of electric driving range. And it's usable 77 kilometers too, because indicated this morning, it showed me 85 kilometers. And currently I'm at 70. It's actually good, like, battery range. So it kind of depends, of course, like where you live. But here in Vancouver, 70 some odd kilometers is more than enough for most people. And for me, I don't have to use like any gas whatsoever, but I did for this review because I have to test exactly what it's like. But let me tell you all the things you need to know for like the 2024 model year, because things have changed. Looks, for example, well, I mean, it still looks like a GLE, but the front headlamps, if you look close enough, they are different. The LED signatures are a little different than previous, and the rear taillights are different as well. Overall, I mean, unless you're either a GLE nut or, a car reviewer, you probably won't notice the changes, but they are subtle enough to, well, just kind of make it more cohesive with the brand itself. If we pop open the automated tailgate, we get 33 cubic feet of space, plenty of space for whatever you need. And of course, the rear seats do fold down 40-20-40. So it's easy to have like longer items and whatnot without a hitch. In terms of the back seat, plenty of space, headroom, legroom, not a problem. This is, well, a mid-size SUV. You're not going to have space issues in here, even if you're like above 6 feet tall. I mean, if you're like 7, 8 feet, then things might be different, but 6'2", 3", you're going to be fine. In the center is where you find your air vents, a little space underneath that, and some USB-C ports on the bottom. Heated seat controls are on the side. If, well, you're thinking of carrying kiddos in here, you'll be happy to know I am a child passenger safety technician, and, well, I put in a few car seats in here just to show you exactly what it can do. On the driver's side, you see me installing a Click Lane base. Very easy to install here, plenty of space, no real issues with that. Headroom is plentiful, so getting the infant carrier in here is also a breeze. On the passenger side, this is a Click 5th. This is what my son is currently in. Rear facing, plenty of space, getting the seat in, and all that good stuff. I'm 5'11", and I'm sitting here very comfortably in front of the seat, so honestly, no issues whatsoever. In fact, you can actually have 3 car seats in here. I have 2 Foonts and a float in the GLE. So if you have triplets, nothing to worry about. Your GLE can definitely handle it. Or if you already had triplets and you're searching for a GLE, then you don't have to worry because your GLE can handle it. In terms of lower anchors, you get 2 sets, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. They're pretty easy to locate thanks to these removable covers. In terms of upper anchors, you do get 3 behind the seats. As for the front seats, as this GLE is quite optioned out, I get heated, cooled, and massaging seats. So I got all the luxury features that I really want. And they're actually really, really comfortable. This isn't the upgraded Napa leather, so it can be even better than these. And I mean, just from feeling, I can kind of feel like this definitely isn't like the most premium leather, but it's actually like really good already. Same thing with the steering wheel. It feels nice. This tri-spoke steering wheel has all the buttons that you typically would want on a steering wheel. And yeah, they are like the touch buttons, so they're a little bit of a pain to use, but I mean, in most cases, they're fine. The only thing is, it's just not that reactive when I'm in CarPlay. That's the only fault that I found. Behind that, of course, we do have our full digital cluster. As it is a Mercedes, it's very customizable. And because of that, it's one of those things you definitely don't want to do while driving. There's just way too many options in here. You get a heads-up display, and you get plenty of options for that as well. So do make sure you set everything that you need before you start setting off, because it could get a little dangerous. In the center of this infotainment, it is the newer MBUX system. I mean, it almost looks the same as before, but what's new is CarPlay can now be extended to the entire screen. And I don't know about you, that's definitely a good feature to have, right? I've had no issues during the week with it, and even within the Mercedes menu, it's been a breeze. And I love that because the GLE is on the older platform, I still get this, a touchpad. So even if, for example, whatever reason that I just don't want to use the touchscreen, I can still use this touchpad down here and control all the infotainment menus and all that good stuff. And because it is the older platform, I still get my dedicated climate controls right on the bottom. Yeah, sure, it might not be the newest vehicle, and sure, it's just an update, but I can certainly appreciate it for those items. Overall, the interior of the GLE is, well, it's actually really, really nice. It's exactly what you are paying for in a Mercedes vehicle. I mean, this costs 102,000 Canadian dollars as spec. You expect luxury goodies like leather everywhere, wood, and you do. I mean, the touch points on here, they're nice and soft, but they still feel nice and sturdy. Unlike some newer Mercedes where, every panel you touch kind of creaks, in here, it's been good, actually. It's been really good. Like, I don't have that many creaks and rattles or anything like that in this platform. So I'm definitely happy about that. Just as happy as the fuel savings you're gonna get with this GLE 450e. Under the hood, we get a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and of course, that plug-in hybrid powertrain. The engine itself makes 248 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. The electrical motor, 134 horsepower and 325 pound-feet. Combined, you get 381 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. All of that is fed through the 9-speed automatic that's in here, and it goes to all 4 wheels. And because the electrical motor is in front of the transmission, it does, get geared up. So the 134 horsepower that it sounds isn't all that bad. And that torque is actually amazing, because getting off the line, you'll be surprised how quick this is without the internal combustion engine turned on. It's actually surprisingly quick. And let's be honest, it's a Mercedes. It's not going to be a vehicle that you treat it the same way you would like an X5 would, for example. An X5 is definitely more dedicated to that sportier side, whereas the GLE is a little bit more laid back. While yes, you can get the 53 and the 63, this 450e here is definitely no sports car. While this does have the airmatic suspension, it's designed more for a softer, more pleasant experience, and you definitely feel that. It's super, super cushy. I mean, I'm going to get tons of body roll in every single corner, but once again, that's what it's designed for. It's the Mercedes way. And if you get the 53 or the 63, of course, things will change, but this definitely suits that Mercedes more laid-back kind of style. Overall, the GLE is actually a very pleasant experience. This comparing to the X5, for example, the X5 has less EV range than this, but it does have more power. That being said, the GLE isn't slow by any means. I've been using mostly just the electrical power, and it's been plenty. When that 2-liter kicks in, it's more than quick enough for everyday scenarios. So I don't really feel that the X5 xDrive 50e, that the 2024 model is all that necessary for the average buyer. However, I do understand some people want that performance, and that's what that model, or of course the 53 or the 63 AMG will get you. But that's really it. That's all I gotta say. A very well-rounded product, maybe a little pricey at $102,000, especially if you kind of take it piece by piece, because a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm paying $102,000 for a 2-liter 4-cylinder? That's kind of weird. I mean, people can say the same with the Macan. In any case, thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video if you do. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.